What's going on, guys? Hey, I wanted to come back to it. I wanted to bring you a story about Klye Rittenhouse. Remember him? Well, he's back in the news, man, because apparently on Wednesday, he went to speak at a college campus in Memphis, Tennessee, with Charlie Kirk, his organization, Turning Point USA. And, they did not like that. Not at all. They said, "You're a racist. We don't want you here. We don't want you here." And again, the guy did nothing wrong back 4 years ago when the whole thing took place. Did nothing wrong. And again, he was acquitted. He did nothing wrong. He was defending himself. But they don't care about that. And he was defending himself against white people. They weren't black. But they don't care. They don't care because they don't know any better. Again, it was a Black Lives Matter riot. How dare you be there? How dare you defend anything? Because again, you're white. You don't have that right. And again, you definitely don't have the right to speak up. You definitely don't, because again, you're white. I'm going to show you guys, man, two different takes on this from two different black men. One from Jesse Lee Peterson and the other one from Dr. Rashad Ritchie. Watch this.
Protesters disrupted an event Wednesday featuring Klye Rittenhouse, who was acquitted of homicide in 2021 after shooting and killing two people during a so-called racial justice protest. I'm saying so-called. They didn't say so-called, but it was fake. Watch this from X and TikTok. Look at the animals.
No justice.
Wild dogs.
No peace. No justice. No peace.
Black people just as dumb as they get. She needs to be on a diet.
Tell me the lies of Black Lives Matter. Tell me the lie you finna talk about. Go ahead, speak. I was sitting down.
Shout out to my city, Memphis, man. That dude, Klye Rittenhouse, came up in here, and the people of Memphis ran him up out of here, man. We Memphians told everybody we would make him feel unwelcome and run him out of here.
See how proud the blacks are to do evil? To bring evil upon another person? They're proud of it.
First of all, guys, man, Klye Rittenhouse did nothing wrong. Back 4 years ago, he did nothing wrong. He went to Kenosha, which is right down the road from where he lived. And he went there to defend the business. And guys went after him. And he had to defend himself. I mean, at first he ran off. He ran away. But when they caught up to him, he had to do something. And again, they would have killed him. They would have killed him. The guy feared for his life. And again, man, he did nothing wrong, number one. And then number two, Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk did nothing wrong either. No, again, man, the only thing Charlie Kirk did that I know of is he made remarks about the certain DEI programs. And again, I feel the same way. You know, if you can get let into programs and you score less than what, white people or whatever, or Asian or whatever do, or men or whatever, because you're female or because you're black or because you're, again, man, people are going to wonder, are they as qualified as the others, or did they score less? Again, man, people are going to wonder. But, the fact of the matter is, you can't say that. If you don't go along with what they want and what they say, then guess what? You're a racist. That's all there is to it, man. You know, again, you have to go along. You have to blindly go along with what they say. And if you don't, then you're a racist. That's what you are.
Klye Rittenhouse being paid by Turning Point USA under the leadership, if you can call it that, of Charlie Kirk, did one of his, let's have a thoughtful dialogue here, lecturing college students that actually, learn.
And Dr. Rashad Rich, you know damn well that these kids on college campuses, they don't receive an education. They receive an indoctrination. They're told what to think. They're told, again, to get in line with the left. Whatever we tell you, you do it. And again, they're being convinced that the right thing to do is, again, allow the southern border to be wide open. Because why? Because, again, you're helping people. It doesn't matter if you're destroying the country. It doesn't matter. You're helping out other people. You believe you are, but you're not. Again, you're destroying our house, our home. But you don't care. You truly don't care. And again, what you teach them is Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. Even if they're assaulting, raping, again, committing the majority of violent crime in the country, even though they're less than 13% of the population. Again, we truly have to look at what's happening. You're being told, you better be nice, you better be good, you better be progressive. That's the way to be. If you don't, you will be shamed. You will be run right out of that college. And again, we have to truly recognize the only people and the only ones in this country that are oppressed are white people. White people, especially white men. They're being told, hey, look, you're responsible for whatever. Slavery. You're responsible. You. Jim Crow, you are. It doesn't matter if you're 40 years old, 50, whatever. You're responsible, you jerk, you whitey. You're responsible. How dare you, sir? And again, they're told, you better get in line. You better get in line with the left. And again, you better learn what we tell you to learn. And you better think the way we tell you to think. And if you don't, we're coming after you.
Okay, I'll answer the question of racist things he said. He says we shouldn't celebrate Juneteenth. We shouldn't celebrate Martin Luther King Day. We should be working those days. It's called Ketanji Brown Jackson, an affirmative action hire. He's talked nonsense about George Floyd. And he said he'd be scared if a black pilot was on a plane. Does that not seem racist?
I don't know anything about that.
They answer no. Does that seem racist? Is a yes or no question, Kyle?
After all the things I just told you, would you consider that hate speech?
I'm not going to comment on that.
Deflection! Yeah!
Okay, the bit is over. Can everyone please exit through the...
Yeah!
And ladies and gentlemen, it was all over. Put up the picture full mass. Charlie Kirk, you must be disappointed in your mentee.
People like Dr. Rashad Ritchie, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care about Klye Rittenhouse because Klye Rittenhouse is white. They don't care about him. Well, yeah, man, if you were black, it'd be a different story, but he's white. So again, man, no matter what, he's happy. He's happy. Again, they ran him out of there. And again, he could not answer the questions or wouldn't answer. But why I don't want to say couldn't, wouldn't. answer the questions about Charlie Kirk. I mean, again, why would anyone talk for somebody else? And even if you did answer, they're still going to attack you. They're still going to act that way. It doesn't matter. Again, they're programmed this way. That's the way they react. You have to agree with them that you're bad, then they attack you. And if you don't agree that you're bad, they still attack you. No matter what, they come after you. Because again, they don't like you. You're conservative. You're Republican. You're white.
Mayor Mondale Robinson, I got to tell you, dear brother, this was a beautiful moment and a victory for truth. What say you?
I'm waiting for the congressional hearing from all of the professors at these colleges that allow Klye Rittenhouse and Turning Point to continue to exist. Like we saw with our Jewish brothers and sisters when they were threatened or they felt threatened.
That's right.
This is a continuation of nothing but Black trauma and also torturing of Black people. Letting these people have space. This idea that free speech is wonderful and unchecked when you're talking about Black calm or what happens to Black life. This man walked across the street, across the state, killed someone, went to the police officers and was protected almost. I am absolutely disgusted that this is the case that we find ourselves in on college campuses. However, those young folk were not playing with him today, and they see through what these pundits allow and call civil discourse. There's nothing civil about Klye Rittenhouse being invited to a college to speak about anything.
You want these kids not to be traumatized? Stop doing it. Stop doing it. You're the ones doing it. We have got to be honest about that. People like you, people like Dr. Reggie, Roland Martin, their mamas. You know, again, man, we have truly got to be honest about that. You know, again, you like to talk about the past. You like to say slavery, Jim Crow, whatever. And again, that's not your past. That's the distant past. That's not yours. That's not mine. You know, again, it's definitely not theirs. These kids are privileged. They're going to college. They live in the U.S. Let them be. Stop brainwashing them. Again, you're killing them. You're ruining these kids. You're getting them upset, getting them mad. And again, that's killing them. That's what you're doing. And you've got to wake up to this fact. But again, man, you said things like Klye Rittenhouse, man. You know, again, man, he should not be able to talk on the college campus or whatever. Are you serious? Again, if they don't want to hear him, they don't go. But again, Klye Rittenhouse did nothing to no one except to the men that were trying to beat him to death. But again, you don't care about that because, again, it's all about the way you can make things look, not the way it truly is. And that is evil.
He murdered people because people were standing up for the murder of another person. And the idea that he's welcome in any academic space is silly to me, brother. Silly.
Yeah, it's quite insane. And universities always have the ability to cite the conflict of safety protocols on campus. And they can do things like mandate the individual bring their own security protocol. The student organization must sponsor the amount of money needed for extra security at the campus. There are ways that you can detour things like this from happening without violating the actual free speech expression that is allowed on college campuses.
Number one, man, Klye Rittenhouse never murdered anyone. Not even close, man. The guy tried to get away. He did everything in his power to get away. And when he couldn't, then he turned around and shot. But again, you can find the video. Watch it. The guy, it was self-defense. Clear and simple. But again, they're lying to you. They're trying to make you believe something that is not real. Number one. And number two, man, sit there and said the Black people are so traumatized that they can't hear Klye Rittenhouse talk or Charlie Kirk or whatever talk. Number one, man, that's not real. And that's not real at all. Again, where are they traumatized from? Slavery? Jim Crow? They're 19. Again, they're spoiled rotten. That's what they are. They feel they can do whatever they want. They feel that everyone should listen to them. And again, it's not real. If they don't want to hear somebody talk, guess what? Don't go. But again, what they want to do is they want to control everything for everyone else. And again, if you don't agree with them, then you're a racist. It's not real. It truly is not real. And white people, stop feeling guilty for something that you never did. And black people, stop pretending to be traumatized by something that you never experienced. I mean, again, you can get mad, you can yell, you can scream, you can whatever. I don't care. But again, it's not real. It truly is not real. Again, white people, stop feeling guilty because it's not real. It's not real. And all you're doing is you're trying to virtue signal to other people by saying, you know what, I feel so guilty for my white privilege. Again, it's not real. And black people, again, man, I'm so traumatized because of whatever happened. No, you're not. No, you are not. It never happened to you. It never happened to you at all. But again, you're buying into it. The only people that have traumatized you is your mom, your dad, your grandmother, whatever, man. The people like Dr. Rashad Ritchie and people like that. They're the ones that traumatized you. They're the ones that are trying to get you to believe that you're traumatized, that you need to feel angry, that you need to feel hurt, whatever. It's not real. It is not real. Drop it and go live your life. And again, white people, stop pretending you feel guilty. Stop trying to, make yourself feel better and feel guilty. It's not real. Drop it and go live your life. But again, guys, we have truly got to understand all they're doing is controlling people. That's all they're trying to do. They're trying to get people worked up. Stop buying into it. But guys, man, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. You son of a